Hi, everybody. Welcome. Um, as you're getting logged in here to our WebEx meeting, please don't hesitate to scan that QR code that you see on the screen that I'm sharing with you right now. Or you could type in the web address that's below. Either one will work just fine. Just so we know who's showing up today, that would be great. I really appreciate it. For those who don't know me, I'm Jackie ARTHUR-DEMOOR. I'll get a little bit more into myself here, but I'm a Spanish teacher at Doherty High School, and I am so excited to present to you this amazing opportunity to travel to Peru. I've heard really great things about it, and I'm really looking forward to getting you guys excited about it as I am. Let's get started. There's just a short little video about EF and how it really can influence people, inspire students and families. Let me know if you can't hear it. Hold on. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Oh, let's try that again. Let's talk about going to Peru, guys. I am excited. We're going to be hitting it's 11 days with some amazing sites that we're going to talk about here in just a second. So let me just go over what we're going to be covering. Again, I want to make this short, sweet, and to the point for y'all. So we're going to talk about our introduction, our itinerary, what's included, our travel partner, and safety and support, and how to enroll. Okay. Again, my name is Jackie ARTHUR-DEMOOR. I'm a Spanish teacher here at Doherty High School. I've been a teacher at Doherty High School since 2011, and I've been in the district for probably about another 5 years before that. So, one of the things that I've always been wanting to do in my entire life is to have the ability to show kids the opportunity to see the world. And for the longest time, um, there was never the opportunity to do that until probably the last couple of years where the district really has been very much approving of us offering these trips here in our district. So reasons why I travel, and I am a truly a byproduct of EF. I would say that I did a trip to Spain when I was a junior going into my senior year of high school, and I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know if I wanted to be a teacher or not. That was not on my radar to become a teacher. Um, there was a lot of things I was up in the air for, but I knew for a fact that I wanted to come back and I wanted to live abroad. I wanted to study abroad after that one trip. And sure enough, I did that and I lived abroad for a while and, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And that's where like teaching came into play. I also grew up loving listening, watching adventure movies, anything from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom to, Star Wars and all those adventure long saga movies. Like that's where I'm at. I also like to take risks. So one of the things I always like to do too, as well as anytime I'm able to go out into and do some exciting nature things, I'm all for it. So just something that you're aware of. Why educational travel is such an important opportunity for families and students. A Harris poll was done in 2022. One of the things it does is it just introduces new ways of learning. It provides innovative hands-on skills. It gets students off the screens and interacting with the real world, and that's one of the big things. It complements an academic curriculum, which I mean, mine like hello, like learning language here. Let's take advantage of that. And it provides opportunities for discover one's life's passion. And again, that didn't happen. I mean, me becoming a teacher did not happen until I started living abroad and I figured out what I wanted to do with my life and my professional career. Why I pick educate AF tours again. Other than like I said, I was a byproduct of it. But they have over 55 years experience. They have staff on the ground every day, all day long, in over 50 countries. Our closest main office or hub office that they have available would be in Panama City, Panama for Peru. But believe it or not, there's a hub area out here in Denver, believe it or not. They're a world leader in international education, and they're accredited just like a school. So there's opportunities for students to earn credit if they so choose. EF by far is one of the most popular companies that is used here in Colorado Springs as well as in the state of Colorado. Just some other places that that EF goes out of: Coronado, Palmer, Pine Creek, Discovery Canyon. All those have been using EF for a while, and so have we. So which is an amazing thing. Let's talk about our wonderful itinerary. So we will be going into Lima, then we'll be going and spending some time in Lima, and then we'll be flying out to Cusco in the Sacred Valley, spending time in Machu Picchu. We will go to Puno, which is where there's a famous lake there, which we'll talk about in just a second. We'll fly back to Lima. We'll spend some time in Paracas, and then we'll fly out. Kind of just going back through that a little bit more in depth. Flying to Peru, we take a guided tour of Lima. We visit the St. Francisco Monastery, which is one of the oldest monasteries in the New World. We take a walking tour of Miraflores. Then we will fly to Cusco. We explore Cusco. We go to the Sacred Valley. We tour the Tambanbo, if I can say that correctly, with a local guide. We go to the train. We take a train to Aguas Calientes. We spend some quality time at Machu Picchu and seeing the vistas that you'll never forget. We'll do the Plaza de las Armas in Lima. After we get back from taking some time doing that, we'll go to the Pisac Market. We'll take go back into Cusco, spend some more time in Cusco. We'll go to the Rachi Temple on the way to Puno. Once Puno is there, that is the city right next to the famous Lake Titicaca. We will go and talk to the native people of that area and visit the Uros floating islands. We will explore Lima. Again, we'll travel to Paracas, which has an amazing oasis. One of the few in the world that are truly an oasis. It's amazing. Again, one of the nice things about Lake Titicaca is it's the highest navigable body of water in the world. And then, again, we'll go to Paracas National Park. We'll visit the Morón Oasis. We'll do another boat cruise on Las Islas Ballestas, then travel back to Lima, and then we head home. Again, we'll look at the Peruvian ruins with a view. We'll see the Saca Huayhuaman in Cusco. We will also, don't forget about the food. There is some amazing food in Peru. It's one of the culinary hidden gems of the world, in my opinion. What we're looking at overall for our travel time frame is we're looking ideally the week of June 12th in 2026. We could be as early as June 9th, and we could be delayed and be at the farther end of that tour time frame, and thus we get back around June 25th. If we keep our dates flexible, it helps us get the best experience with EF regarding planning and making sure we have what we need. We usually get confirmed dates and times about 2 to 3 months before tour. That kind of varies on location. If our group is combining with another school, we can request similar dates and destinations. We will actually meet people from all over the United States, or might be even other parts of the world. So, because EF is an international student travel company, which is amazing. Um, what does our itinerary include? And I'm just going to move this a little bit out of the way so you can see me a little better. There we go. It obviously includes round-trip airfare from all major airlines, host hostels and quality clean accommodations, um, regional-style meals for breakfast and dinner. We have a tour guide that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with us nonstop from the time they pick us up at the airport to the time they see us off at the airport. They're with us nonstop. Transportation on tour, including comfortable motor coaches. This is including the following. Like, believe it or not, we are flying in country back and forth between Lima and Cusco. If we try to take the bus through the mountains of the Andes Mountains, it would be pretty treacherous. And it would take a really long time because we'd have to go really slow. So it's way faster, and we're able to see more of the country by flying. So that's 2 flights in country. Plus, we also get 2 boat cruises involved in this tour, which is amazing. Again, we get access to local tour guides that will provide us all the cultural insight that that I just don't know everything about, unfortunately. Guided sightseeing through every place we're going. Interest to all landmarks, attractions. Like, nothing is free anymore. So every place we go, there is some type of entrance fee, museum, church, you name it. That's all included. So, which is really exciting. What you are responsible as the traveler is obviously your passports or any visas if applicable. And if you sign up, we will talk about that more in depth. Any baggage fees, if there's any baggage fees that are assessed, depending on what airlines we go on. Tips for local guides, bus drivers, and your tour director, and snacks and some meals. Again, we get cover about 2 meals a day, but then 1 meal's on your own. So it's a great opportunity to go exploring the local cuisine there in Peru. Again, why I partnered with EF. I mean, I've given you so many reasons already. I'm a byproduct of EF. One of the things that they really did a really amazing job when we started doing travel again and we started all this planning for a lot of our trips that we are going on right now during the pandemic. They were the ones who were probably most understanding, most agreeable with what we were trying to do and what our purpose was, is to really expand students students perspectives and students view of the world. And that's one of the big things that I really enjoy about EF, is that they don't think of just traveling as just a trip to have fun, but it's really an experience to learn and to grow. They're also one of the reasons why we take them is they really are a great safety partner. They always have local support in country, near their closest hubs. They have a safety and incident response team that's on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have rigorous health standards, especially since the pandemic. That's one of the big things that travelers and families wanted to know very much for. And again, when they talk about that tour guide, that's our person that we go to if we need any help, do anything. They're amazing. They're trained in so many different things, knowing everything about the country, as well as the resources that we can take advantage of. So I am super excited to have them as a resource, as a partner with us. They're also an educational partner. Like I said, this was not here when I went back before BC, before cell phones. If you know me anywhere, like, that's true. Like, I'm that old. You can definitely earn high school credit through EF. You could also earn college credit. This can also help out with any college essays that you might want to take advantage of. Again, that if you need that experience as a traveler, for you and your student, that's one of the great reasons to have to go on a trip like this. Again, with EF, with all that being said inside, they have some outcomes that it's part of their mission and vision that they want travelers to come home with. They want have students come back with a better growth mindset, a global perspective, that they've reflected about themselves and how they live, and see if there's something that they can improve or maybe develop or discover more about themselves. And then they figure out if this is something they may want to do or maybe want to travel back to, or see if there's a way that what they've learned on their trips can have an impact locally or globally or however they feel like it. Okay. Then obviously we have our travel team, like what our support partner is all about. I'm gonna move this down so you can see this a little bit better. My travel team helps me, group leader, every step of the way, planning the tour all the way up until we depart to tour. Once we here locally at home as well as abroad, we also have a travel support team that works with me, with you, with parents, students, on any possible questions from payments to dietary needs, what ifs, and how to's. This is an amazing number. That's the number I call all the time regarding any type of question that I don't know about, or I tell families to say, hey, reach out to them. They know everything and they can tell you exactly more than I can. When we're there live on the ground, walking, touring, like my tour guide is that me and them become best buds for the entire trip. We talk about everything. We make sure everything's great. Making sure if my travelers want to do something that maybe is needing to be done, we can totally do that. And then obviously there's me, the group leader. I'm here to support as well. If we have a large enough group that comes with us this time around, we'll have a variety of chaperones as well to get us taken care of with that. So I'm really excited about this trip. I think it's an amazing opportunity. Our peace of mind, what we also like about EF is this book with confidence concept. With the peace of mind program, it provides us the ability to change our trip during uncertain times and unforeseen circumstances. We never know what the weather's going to be like in Peru. If it's like they've all of a sudden gotten hit by like a hurricane or something like that, it might be the best time to go travel there. Or no government is ever stable sometimes, especially in South America. Sometimes they can be kind of crazy. I know Ecuador has been having some issues. Luckily, we're not going to Ecuador, but if there is any reason for that, we always have that peace of mind to change and to postpone our trip or change it to a different time. So that's always great. Each travel has the global travel protection that's included. It covers the coverage of baggage, property, cancel trip, and cancellation, interruption, and more. They do offer a Travel Plus, which I've actually used the benefits of that on many trips before, having to cancel or have our travelers having to cancel with up to 24 hours before departure. It came down to a student had an accident and was going to be able to travel that far, or couldn't be able to sit in a long flight due to medical reasons. So all of a sudden, they had to cancel, which was unfortunate. But then they also give us this risk-free enrollment period. Once you enroll, you have from your initial enrollment day, you have 14 days from that day to cancel at any time and get 100% of your money back from EF, which I do like as well. Sometimes we have to think about it, but we want to lock in that money and we want to mark in those discounts at the time and to make sure we can do that. So I totally take advantage of that. Okay. So a lot of times we talk about like, how do we make this happen? Well, when I was going through EF, I had to, I wasn't, my parents weren't affluent or anything like that. So I got a summer job the summer before the trip, and worked through the fall. I also did a lot of babysitting on the side, and I saved all that money up. And then, back then you couldn't just, wire the money to EF. You had to deposit the money, and I didn't have a bank account, so I had to deposit my parents, and then they would have to write a check to EF, and then I'd have to wait until hopefully the check didn't get lost in the mail. A lot of other changes now that could happen. One of them is obviously every student who signs up or every traveler who signs up gets a customizable tour fundraising page. It's amazing. It's like a Facebook. You can share it to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever it is now for Twitter. And family can contribute. In fact, like I've had students who have taken, who've got the babysitting money and they're being Venmoed, and they're like, hey, can you actually, and they give them and they created a QR code. They were super cool, these kids. They scanned this QR code and they actually had their the parents of the kids they were babysitting just put the money directly towards EF, so that he didn't even see that cash go in. So I thought it was really great and cool. Every student is eligible for the Global Citizen Scholarship. Again, EF awards over $100,000 in scholarships each year. They're needs and merit based. Any traveler can enroll for it. In fact, if you're interested in that and you come with us, we will do that definitely at the time frame that we need to do it for, and the deadline. Everybody will do it and apply and see if anybody wins anything, earns, gets awarded a scholarship or whatnot. But again, everything we get in this trip, we get everything we talk about the tour. I mean, again, the flights in, the flights around in the country, the going to Paracas and the Morón Oasis, the boat tours, time exploring ancient ruins that are thousands and thousands of years old. We also get everything from payment protection, the flexible payment options. We get the amazing safety and support. I will tell you, their safety and support is one of the amazing things that I've ever seen before. And then again, they really focus on that personal learning. Like, what can a traveler, even me as an adult, I come back from every trip I have gone on EF with something new and grown from it. And I know that your traveler can do that as well. All right. So let's make it happen. Let's talk about what we're looking at so far. Okay. If you guys signed up within the next couple of weeks, we are looking at a monthly payment of $185 a month. That includes a $95 enrollment fee with a full discount of $4,499. Obviously, if you signed up today, you can also get a $200 discount and qualify for the early risk-free enrollment too. Obviously, there's other payment options if you need to look at that. If you're looking at coming in as well as adults, then we could talk about that as well. Usually that's one of the one things that I get frequently asked is can parents come? I'm like, yeah, parents can come. In fact, I've had several families come with me in the past regarding trips. And it's been a whole family adventure, which has been really amazing to see that growing. I've had grandmas and grandchildren go together, and the travelers are my students, and having them grow and learn from each other. It's just been an amazing thing to see regarding that. Sorry, you're going to see my kitty here because I'm doing this WebEx at home. So one of the things I always talk about is that we've had tons of buzz for this. Like, I get emails at least every couple of days about the trip if they're wanting more information. So that's why I'm doing this extra virtual meeting, because I just have had a lot of talk about it. In fact, I have a couple people who have already signed up already, but I still have about 10 spots available. Like I said, I have a couple people who have already signed up, which, they're taking advantage of getting that discount and be able to have those really, really affordable payments. But there is still more time available. Again, if you can sign up before May 3rd, you can get that secure your spot with that $95 enrollment fee plus that $200 discount. That way you can take advantage of all that time that for paying and getting it ready. I think that's one of the greatest things about EF is they do have such amazing flexible payment options. So like I said, enrollment's open now. If you're wanting to start enrolling right away, there is the QR code or the link right there. If you still have that sign-in form, if you came in late, please sign in right now. That's that form link at the very bottom here, as you see here. And then that way, if you have any questions or concerns, we can definitely reach out to you guys in the next day or two after this meeting and get you taken care of. If there isn't any questions, I will let you guys off for the evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Like I said, I try to make this short, sweet, to the point. And again, I'll stay on a little bit longer for any questions that you might have regarding that I might be able to answer right away. If not, like I said, you do want to sign in using that second sign in form list here. That's going to be the best way, and that way we can keep track of everything. And then if needed, I can send all that out, all those questions out to you as well. All right. But thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I hope to see you with me in Peru in 2026. Bye.